Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Joji, and in today's video, I am going to give you a swatches of this palette right here. This one is from Pat McGrath Mothership Mega Celestial Nirvana eyeshadow palette. This one is a holiday collection. This video is just going to be some swatches, more details, and a close-up look to this palette because this is such a huge palette that I wanted to create a separate video just for the swatches. If you are curious to see the application and my thought about this palette, it's going to be a separate video and I'm going to include that on the description down below. So if you are curious, make sure to go down there and click on the link. Now I'm going to show you just the box itself. This is how it looks like. If you are curious with the ingredients, it's all listed at the back right here, so you can see all of it. If you are one of those conscious about what type of chemicals you use, this is all included in the box. This palette retails for $111 Canadian, and if you're curious about the US, I'm going to put it on your screen right now because I ordered this from her website. This palette has 18 pan or shade. Half of it is matte finish and half of it is metallic and shimmer finishes. It has 18-month shelf life, so that's very good. And now I'm going to show you the packaging itself. This is how it looks like. She does launch something like this every year, like a mega palette, and I have quite a few things that she did launch and I just passed. But when I saw this one, I was super excited because this is something that I wanted to have on my makeup wardrobe, something with color and also a huge palette. So I'm very excited to show you a swatches of this one. So on this palette, you can see all the shades listed at the back right here, but I'm not going to try to read it with you guys. I really like, by the way, the packaging. It doesn't seem like it's cheap. It has some weight into it. I wanted to show you the color story of this palette. So here it is. Oh my goodness, that is so beautiful and nice and bright. So you can see all the colors. I did touch some of it already, but I'm going to give you a swatch right now. So here is a closer look of the palette again. As you can see, it is just so beautiful and full of color. So we're going to swatch from the very first row on the top. So the first shade is called Nightfall. This is sort of like the darker brown in the palette. That is the swatch. Second shade is the Cosmic Champagne. This is a metallic shade from the palette. Next shade is Nocturnal Navy. Wow, the names are quite hard to pronounce for me, but I'm trying so hard, you guys. Next shade is called Lunar Lavender. So it's a metallic shade again. It slightly has a lavender color into it. And next one would be the Auburn Allure, and this is how it looks like. This shade is very, very soft, and as you can see right there. And the next one from the upper row is called Golden Angelica, and that's how it looks like. That's a very nice golden, very muted. Okay, now let's get into the second row of the palette. Alright guys, so here is the swatches of the second row of the palette. I apologize if you didn't see the action. I realized that it wasn't recording while I'm doing it, so I'm just going to mention each of the name. So this one is the Bronze Infatuation, and then second color would be Desert Divinity. Next one is Eternal Amor, and then next up is the Fabulosity. Next is Heavenly Bronze, and last one of the second row is Flame Fatale. That is such a beautiful color story up there as well. Next one would be in the third row, which is the last row of the palette. So I'm going to go ahead with the first color right here. It's called Altered State, and this is how it looks like. Oops, that one I picked up way too much, so I have to be careful. So yes, definitely be careful when you're trying to dip your brush into this product because they're very pigmented and you don't want to have a mess like here. I made a mess from that green, but let's move on to the next shade. Is called Guilty Opulence, which is this one right here. Oh my god, we're running out of space here. And next up would be the Violet Vixen. This is a darker sort of violet purple in the palette. And then next up we have Aquarian Dream, which is this bright blue metallic shade. Ooh, that one looks really nice and bright. And then we have Venetian Peony, and this is a matte finish. There you go. It's getting smaller and smaller, the swatches. And then last shade of the third row is called Starlit Copper. That is the third row right there. I'm going to give you the whole swatches of the palette. So take a look at it from there all the way to there. So it's definitely a good color story, but also some of the matte finishes didn't swatch well, like it's a bit blotchy, but we're going to see if it does translate on the eyes better. But for now, take a look at all of that color. It's beautiful. Some of the finishes for a matte finish are very soft. You can notice it when you touch it, and some matte finishes are sort of a little rough. You can feel the powder, and same thing with metallic. Alright you guys, so that is it from me today. I hope you find this video useful. As if you want to see one more time, look at all of the swatches. It's really long. I almost run out of space, but I definitely enjoy giving you some swatches. If you're just curious to see what are the color story of the palette, it's definitely a good one to have if you don't have something like this. I can really feel that this product is pigmented, so I'm just curious to see how this apply if it blotchy on my eyes. So if you're curious, I'm gonna put the link in the description down below of the application as well. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and I will see you on my next one. Bye guys.